that perfectly. You have things like the Volley Bear and the Leona that will want to try and dive in, get onto the front line, or like create chaos in the team fights, and Braum is going to do a lot to mitigate that. And overall, I like a lot of what SK have drafted for themselves.
Vision, but will they continue this dive? It's going to be very dangerous to do in the immediate TP into the exhaust, into Hylissang flashing away. Now Treats can flash, gets the auto attack, looking for the concussive blow. Zap will get the slow as well. Upset has the gravitum, so can stop Treats from advancing any further. He will dash back. Humanoid now rejoins the fray. Flashes forward for the Rune Prison. Jezu's going to trade back onto this. Treats almost down first. Blood will be secured. Razork now looking for the dive as Jezu basically not alive any longer. Razork brings home the thunder and the lightning finds its mark. Certus tries to trade back in, but it's all kinds of wrong here for SK. Underneath the tower, they lose everything in the bottom lane.
Still being proactive, and often you'll see them making a lot of plays around the mid lane, around Humanoid. Hylissang and Razork consistently moving towards that part of the map, as you see an all in top.
Yeah, Janus is 6 a little bit before Wonder here. Wonder's going to knock him back, but Janus with the flash chase. Counter flash from Razork. This should be a 1-for-1 trade on the top side. Janax, though,
or not.
The seismic shard movement speed with top side of the map from now on.
Now, unfortunately for SK, the second half of the split, one of the big things is if they can get a big win, it could be very big as the dive happens.
Stormbringer disables the tower. Jezu retreats, just demolished underneath it. Even their own structures are against them.
Making sure that we have this side lane threat is more important as an engage happens on the Hylissang.
It's smart from SK. They just pull the trigger and they get a kill onto Jezu. Hylissang perhaps thinking he was a little safer than he was, knowing that his jungler in mid were topside, getting that tower. But Janax with a good movement down catches out Hylissang a little bit unawares there from the Fnatic support.
I mean, stall and rely on a late game miracle fight to turn the game around.
Yeah, an issue for SK as well throughout the split has been their early games. They are 10th in goal difference at 40 minutes. They are 10th or tied 9th in first for them here. We have to see if they can fight back in the mid game, but right now, Fnatic are just not giving them a moment to breathe. Gilius stops breathing, he's back to the fountain. Humanoid now chasing Treats and Jenax down in a 2v1.
He is very, very good in his role. And while he is playing well, this game very much feels like the Humanoid show. His roams have been very impactful from Fnatic. Nothing too crazy. You can see like very straightforward, very simple macro, but when you have a lead, this is the type of performance that you want to be seeing, right? Just clean execution.
And Certus almost cleanly executed there by Razork because he dived underneath the tower, will be forced away. For anyone who was as confused as I was by the little world's icon of things earlier.
Okay.
So I feel if I do more, then I take up your time, you know?
Okay, well, here we go. Go again.
Hylissang goes in, Gilius stun, Solar Flare connects, Upset hits with the Calibrum, and Wonder hits with the final damage.
Death befalls Gilius as Fnatic find themselves another pick. They will get themselves the mid-tier 1. They're working on the mid-tier 2, and it's just a one-sided affair. They're going for more kills. Razork could lose his life.
He's gonna lose his life here underneath the towers. Jezu will take him out, gets excited, but the tower will still fall. And Treats and Jezu have to...
That's a very easy way for SK to come back into the game, so let's not risk it. Good respect being shown. Just the Baron really becomes the next objective that spawns in a minute's time.
Jenax and Certus waiting in... line and wait for Wonder as he gets locked up. He's going to try and trade it back, but he just doesn't have the damage. Certus will take him.
They may very well be able to get a kill of their own as Humanoid is going after Jenax.
So Jenax has plated steel caps in terms of resistances. Ryze does not do physical damage, but yes, unsurprisingly.
Jungle, Fnatic move back into the top side and look to deny this vision. Mid is being pushed.
They're on a ward. Jenax gets the ultimate onto the backline, but look at how tanky this Ryze is. Razork's knocked back. Humanoid ate everything in that fight and is still above half HP and Treats. You pop the stopwatch, but you're going to go pop shortly after you have the feel as he's chased down. Upset on a killing spree. Realm Warp behind them as Hylissang continues to flash in for the engage. What else but that from Hylissang? The man has no fear, it seems. Wonder and Razork will chase Certus towards the top side. And although SK found the fight, it's Fnatic
as you like. It doesn't matter how good your team fight comp is. I will tank it, and I will deny you every opportunity. That's a Baron, that's a 10k gold lead.
Their schedule over the next few weeks looks very challenging, but they do need to start picking up wins sometime soon. It's not going to be easy, as we see continuous routes there onto Gilius. Humanoid just chipping away at him across the wall, but Gilius will have to go back to the fountain, and now Fnatic can continue their advance. Next minion wave on its way. They didn't quite sync these, but no one was catching mid, so it doesn't really surprise that Fnatic instead decide to play 5 members strong down towards this bottom lane. The Shock Blast hits, and Jezu goes back once again. Realm Warp across, bring the minions as well. Upset had to flash there, maybe just being a little bit cautious. as he is still unkilled in this game alongside Humanoid. Double inhibs though for Fnatic, and SK going to try and make a play. You have to feel it's Hylissang that instead goes in. They just dive onto Genax. That's the tank who dies first, and that's never a good sign if you're SK. Fnatic clean it up in the base, and they're looking for the win.
5 members still strong for Fnatic. A clean start into a clean finish. Razork will not drop. Wonder just barely stays alive, and that will be game for Fnatic.
Clean as you like, Vetti. Fnatic made a few stumbles, a few misplays, but SK were never in a position to truly punish them. And Fnatic start off the second half of the split with winning ways once again. 7-3 now as they fight for first.
Just a one-sided stomp.